Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, today I want to continue my discussion about Tariq Nasheed appearing on Tucker Carlson's program recently. Um, I had a Google Hangout on this subject, but because of technical difficulties, I had to um, delete that video. So, I'm starting fresh and I'm just going to reiterate some of the points that I made there. So, please bear with me. So the first point is this, and that's just about why do African Americans even bother to appear on Fox News? Because Fox News has an agenda, and that agenda is not in the interest of black people. They have an agenda of promoting race baiting. They have an agenda of pandering to racists. They have an agenda of making excuses for police brutality. That's their track record. They have a record of attacking black people, but yet black people like Tariq Nasheed continue to appear on Fox News, and that baffles me. I don't understand it. I guess they just want attention. Um, it can't be to expand its audience because the people that watch Fox News are not people that would support a Tariq Nasheed. So I don't get it. I mean, the only thing that I can see coming out of such an interview is to show off and say that you're important because Fox News brought you on there. The fact of the matter is, Fox News did not bring you on their program because they care about your opinion. They did not bring you on there because they thought you had something insightful to say or something intelligent to say. They brought you on there to try to discredit you and to make a fool out of you. That's why they brought you on there. And that was apparent from the beginning of that short interview. First of all, they tried to misquote you and distort what you were saying, um, completely distort you. Because your point was that Trump appointed people to his cabinet that have ties to a white supremacist group that literally does the Nazi salute. That was your point. But instead, what they did is try to say that you were basically stating that Trump had members of his cabinet who literally do the Nazi salute, and that was not your point. And I think that you did a great job of pointing out how you were being misquoted. And also, you did a great job of pointing out the hypocrisy of Fox News. Because Fox News, they were really going hard in the paint against Obama during the '08 election. They were trying to draw ties. They were trying to draw ties between Obama and Reverend Wright, trying to make Obama appear to be extremist because Reverend Wright was his pastor. But nobody at Fox News, as far as I can tell, are trying to discredit Trump for his ties to the alt-right movement. Nobody is trying to discredit Trump for having a white supremacist in a key position. And that position is political strategist, and the person's name is Stephen Bannon. I've talked about him before. But nobody at Fox News is trying to discredit Stephen Bannon for his ties to the alt-right, and nobody is discrediting Trump for his appointment of somebody who is tied to a white racist movement called the alt-right movement. And that's hypocrisy, and I'm glad that Tariq Nasheed called that out. During this interview, um, after Tucker Carlson wasn't able to effectively address the whole point of the interview, which was to discuss Tariq Nasheed's tweet, Tucker Carlson went on to basically try to discredit Tariq Nasheed by bringing up the fact that Tariq Nasheed has written the Mac lessons and a lot of books related to that. He pointed out how Tariq Nasheed in that book encourages men to lie to women in order to have sex with them. And he basically went on to say, well, if you are someone that condones lying, how can anybody trust anything that you say? And basically, that was designed to discredit Tariq and just undermine anything that he has to say. undermine his message and to basically serve as an ad hominem attack. Instead of attacking the issue, he decided to attack the person, Tariq Nasheed. Now, while that is an ad hominem attack, it's just a reminder of why Fox News invites people on to begin with. And that's to discredit them and to undermine what they're trying to do and to undermine our movement for justice in this country by trying to trivialize it. This man, Tucker Carlson, was basically talking about how Tariq Nasheed is a race hustler, that he's not trustworthy and all that kind of stuff. Why would you appear on a program that obviously and clearly doesn't have any kind of respect for you as a man, as a human being? Why would you appear on that? Again, they're not bringing you on there because they think you have something intelligent to say. They're bringing you on there to destroy you. The only reason why I could see you going on there is to raise your profile among your supporters so that they will see you as important because you appeared on Fox News. That's the only thing that I can see you getting out of it, because you're not getting a bigger audience, because the people that watch Fox News couldn't care less about you. They don't support your movement. Most of their supporters are white, racist people. Um, And I think that also having someone on like you on that program serves to excite their base, to, anger their base. It basically serves as like um, something that furthers the feeding frenzy among these white rabid racists. That's all it does. It's like throwing meat into an aquarium filled with sharks or piranhas and just watching them go bananas. That's what it's like. Or throwing meat into a cage with lions in it and watching them devour that meat. People like you serve that purpose on Fox News. And that's important for people to understand. We really need to boycott Fox News. And again, I don't understand why you would constantly appear on there. I think that you did a much better job this time. But I think that the fact that somebody like Tariq Nasheed has this background of promoting these Mackin lessons, it makes it difficult for anybody in their right mind to really take him seriously as a leader. So those are just some of the points that I wanted to raise about this. I think that he did a better job. And then also, before I go, there was one other point that I wanted to raise, and that's this issue of Ben Carson, because that's something that Tucker Carlson brought up. He basically said, well, how can Donald Trump be a racist if he's appointed Ben Carson to be on his cabinet? First of all, we have to understand that all that is deflection and distraction. The appointment of Ben Carson to that administration doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump supports racial profiling. It doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump supports stop and frisk in black communities. Stop and frisk, similar to the stop and frisk program that they had in New York City. That program was declared unconstitutional. Those realities don't change because Donald Trump appointed a black man to hold a position with HUD. That appointment doesn't change the fact that when asked about the problem of police brutality and how to solve it, Donald Trump's answer was more law and order. That's not changed by the appointment of one house Negro, one shoe shining, ass kissing house Negro. It doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump was sued for housing discrimination by the Justice Department. He was sued twice by the Justice Department for that, for refusing to rent to African Americans. It doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump was encouraging New York City or the New York State to reinstate the death penalty to be used against the African American suspects in the Central Park rape case. Say suspects who were later exonerated, later found to be completely innocent of the charges. And we have to understand that that case involved the alleged rape of a white woman. And because the suspects were black, there were high and explosive racial tensions in the city at the time. And all Donald Trump did was throw fuel on that fire. It doesn't change. That doesn't change simply because Donald Trump has decided to appoint one African American to his campaign. That doesn't change that reality. Not at all. And it doesn't change the fact that even today, after those men were exonerated, Donald Trump still stands behind his position, his earlier position, where he posted a whole ad in the paper, a whole full-page ad calling for the reinstatement of the death penalty in that case to kill African American suspects. It doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump made all these derogatory statements about protesters, basically encouraged his supporters to attack black protesters at his rallies. So don't be deceived by an appointment of one shoe shining, ass kissing house Negro. Don't be distracted by that. They often use these token Negroes as buffers against charges of racism. And I'm glad that Tariq Nasheed pointed out how that doesn't change anything. So those are just some of my thoughts about this. So tell me what you think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.